love watching Chuck Fleetwood-Smiths. This World Cup is very interesting.
You're watching the Chuck Fleetwood-Smiths. I'm on a drug. It's called the World Cup. If you try it, you will die. Your face will melt off and your children will weep over your exploded corpse.
Cricket World Cup is a global event. And what better way to showcase that when you're stuck in London than coming to you live from England, Ireland in a Pakistani restaurant from Little India. Since we last hung out, the big news in this tournament is England-India. Space of one game, England have gone from nowhere to challengers, and India have gone from favourites to also rounds. Two sides with very poor bowling attacks. England have now conceded 292 and 338. India have conceded 280 and 338. It makes you think that the best chance either of them have got in this tournament when it gets to the knockout stages is batting second.
It's also fielding in this tournament so far. I mean, India's fielding absolutely fell apart, and then when they had a chance of winning, suddenly they were okay again. It's like everything flipped over. But I'll be very amazed if either of these teams win if they don't improve their fielding from here on in.
Two great innings, Strauss and Tendulkar. For me, Tim Bresnan actually deserves a mention. 5 for 48 on a pretty flat one, but he just did the basics, which made the other bowlers, Zahir accepted, look even more average.
We travel back to the 1987 World Cup final to see Mike Gatting make a fool of himself, his family, and his country. So here comes Alan Board at the ball, and Gatting goes for the reverse sweep. He spooned it up, and the man in the hat has caught it. And nobody will celebrate with him, so he runs back into... Hello, everybody! Yeah, exactly. I actually caught it, thank you. Time for us to everybody celebrate together, if there's not too much to say. Now, which is on which team? They're all wearing white. Is it possible to tell? That is the crowd. But as he makes his way back, he can only reflect on the fact that he has been a massive tool. And to remind him, here is the replay. He sort of sits down and tries to bash with the back. It is a reverse sweep, but he sweeps it into his shoulder, which I do not think he had intended to do. That is caught by the man in the hat, the wicket's keeper. Cue celebration, and now a VO advert. Well, that's all we've got time for this week, but be sure to join us again when we'll show you a funniest selection of drinks breaks mishaps you've ever seen.
As Kevin O'Brien smashes the useless pom bowlers all around the park behind us, let's talk about what's actually happening with the other bowlers so far. We've had 2 hat-tricks, we've had 2 6-wicket hauls. There's that 5-wicket haul from Bresnan. Zahir Khan's been good at times. The Australian bowlers absolutely slaughtering New Zealand. Quick bowlers getting it full look pretty good.
Yeah, that's the key word, is full there. That's something England have not done nearly enough. Just bowl to plans, bowl full, try and hit the stumps, especially against the associates. Look at Malinga, 6 wickets yesterday against Kenya. All full deliveries. Kemar Roach, again, full. Bresnan, when he had success against India, full. Zahir, Strauss out with a Yorker. Do you know, that's the way to bowl as for a quick bowler. Obviously, you've got to mix up your lines, you've got to mix up your lengths a little bit, but, you know, when people are hitting at the end especially, just bowl full, set the field right, and not too much can go wrong. Umar Gul's had massive success with that for Pakistan in the past.
And you've also got to remember that the commentators will praise any Yorker, even if it's an unsuccessful one. So you're much better off bowling a Yorker and getting praised by them, rather than bowling a short of a length ball that's actually quite good and getting smashed and then getting attacked.
Yeah. Are we going to flash up this trot 21 innings for a 1,000-foot one-day run?
207.
Are we going to flash that up on a card? Well, we need to mention that.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
It's 1,000 runs.
Yeah, but it's the third fastest person in history.
If he was the quickest, I wouldn't put it on. It's not a thing.
Yes, it is.
He was also the quickest in 900.
Contrary arsehole.
It's not. It's just one of those stats that cricket people think is interesting. And it's part of the reason that's holding cricket back. You're holding cricket back, Samson.
Oliver Brett from BBC Sport. Sunday's match in Bangalore, a surprise dagger to the heart. Exquisite, terrible tournament and a wonderful godsend, fluctuating wildly. 3 late sixes and needing 2 from the very last ball. Both teams should take a lot out of the match and, who knows, they can meet each other again in the final.
We'd finished recording, we'd finished our show, we finished everything. We were just enjoying a meal and we kept turning around and we kept seeing KOB score more and more runs. And we still didn't think anything would happen. And then we stuck around just to see how it might go as he got up near his 100. Explain it from there.
Well, I'm not quite sure of the stats, but I think O'Brien hit the fastest World Cup hit 100 ever, 100 off 50 balls.
If it wasn't, it should be.
It should.
Handicap for being a fat ginger. It's all happening here. It's very exciting. I mean, everyone in the restaurant was getting excited. Everyone went around the TV. People couldn't believe it. There was just a lot of people shaking their heads.
Also, Kevin O'Brien, irony, it looked like we went down with a really bad knee sprain in the first innings. It looked like he was going to have to go off. Here he is. He's just almost, I don't know.
And it's a big knee to sprain. Our Sultan Zarawani moment of this week for you is?
The Indian journalist who asked Ian Bell whether England against India was fixed as a tie at 338 apiece, despite Ajmal Shahzad having to hit a straight 6 in the final over.
Oh, it sounds fixed to me. My moment is actually in the same game was the one short that the Indian batsman put in the last over. I remember for years coaches have said to me, that one run's going to cost you. I don't think you've ever seen a bigger example of that.
Good shot.